My name is Olivia, and I am a working housewife who lives with my husband Liam and our lovely daughter Emily. We both work for the same company, but I work as an admin and Liam works in the planning and sales department. We work in a department where neither of us has to work overtime or travel, so we always spend our day off together as a family.
I'm going to go wash my hands before snack time.
Okay. I'll get ready in the meantime.
Well, I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. You want one too, don't you?
I do. I'll leave the coffee to you then.
Mom, I need a towel.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to put it back when I did the laundry.
Well, you'll get the towels and I'll get the snacks ready.
Okay, thanks, Liam. This is my husband Liam and my daughter Emily. Thanks to my kind husband and sweet daughter, our home is always filled with laughter. Then one day.
Oh my goodness. Emily's toys are all over the place again.
Gosh, you've never been tidy when we visit here.
Well, it would be great if you could call us before you come.
She's right. What is it with you that always show up without notice?
Oh dear. What's wrong with parents' visit to their son and daughter-in-law's house?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying you shouldn't come all of a sudden.
What are you talking about? We are your parents. You should show some respect, Liam. Don't let Olivia boss you around, okay?
She is not bossing around. Oh my God.
Olivia! Hurry up and get the food ready!
Yes, sir.
If you both have time to look down, why don't you serve us drinks and snacks?
You really can't do anything.
They are my in-laws who complain about everything to me and Liam. On weekends, they come to our place without asking us and stay until the night. They eat snacks and meals and are lazy until they go home. To be honest, I was annoyed by them. On that particular night, Emily went to bed.
You guys must be tired because my parents were here today. I told them not to come over too often. It's been like this since we got married and none of what I say makes them understand.
They always come over unless they have something to do. I'm not saying they can't come over, but we want to spend our weekends only with our family.
That's right. I wonder what I should say to them to make them understand.
After my in-laws left, Liam and I talked, but we still didn't have an answer that day. A few days later. Mr. and Miss, it's a weekday today.
I know.
Then why did you?
The calendar there said, paid holiday the last time I was here.
What?
I thought you would be bored, so we came all the way here.
But today is.
What are you doing? It's your day off, so you have plenty of time to entertain us, right?
It's lunchtime, and I'm starving. Just order the special sushi.
My in-laws came to visit suddenly after they found out I was off. I thought that's my bad about my calendar, and I had trouble deciding what to do about the situation.
Oh my God. I thought I had a bad feeling. You are here again.
Oh, Liam, how are you doing at work?
Olivia had a paid day off today, so I took a half day off this afternoon.
Then that's perfect. You must be free. Take us shopping or something.
Oh, that's great. But first, we have to have some special sushi.
Oh yeah, right. We have to eat first.
Special sushi? Olivia, have you ordered it yet?
No, they just got here a few minutes ago, so I haven't ordered anything yet.
Oh my God, hurry up and order it. You really are a slow learner.
Unlike me, Liam doesn't seem to have an eye for the ladies. If it was your mother, she would have ordered before you notice it.
Then why don't you go home and eat what your wife ordered? Why do we have to care so much about you guys?
Oh, Liam, you talk like an adolescent.
Even after having a family, you still talk like that. You're still a baby.
That's enough. Both of you need to leave now.
Oh my God! Liam, don't push me.
Shut up. You get out of here too.
Oh, hey Liam!
Huh, I finally got rid of them. I'm sorry, Olivia. I think I will cut them off.
No, I've reached my limit, but you shouldn't cut them off yet.
What? That's...
I'm not happy with the way things are going, so I'm not going to cut them off yet. I'm going to revenge.
Revenge. Got it. Let's do it.
After we agree with each other, we immediately made a plan. We finally came up with a good idea and immediately contacted certain people. Then we called my in-laws and asked them to come over for the next holiday. When the day came,
Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry about the other day. I was wrong.
I'm sorry too, I wasn't good enough.
Oh my goodness. You finally understand how important we are.
You both should have been honest from the beginning.
Yeah, we were so stupid, right, Olivia?
You're so right. It was stupid of us to be bothered when you came to visit us.
Oh, what is it? You're so obedient, it's kind of creepy.
Come on, just being honest.
There's a reason why I asked you both to come over today, or rather, I have a favor to ask of you.
What is it?
What is it? What on earth is it?
Would you like to move in here?
Does that mean you want to live here with us?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden? You've been complaining about us coming over every time.
That's a misunderstanding. We both work, we are just tired on our days off.
What made your mind change to live with us?
Actually, I'm in debt, so I'm thinking about getting another job.
What the hell are you doing?
You're right, but if you would just move here, it would all be solved.
The apartment you live in is up for renewal soon, right? If you move in, you won't have to pay rent and so on.
Well, if that's the case, all the money we get will go into our pockets from now on.
So you think there is a big advantage to living together?
If you move in, the environment will change, so I think it will be a good stimulus.
After hearing what Liam and I said, my in-laws began to seriously consider moving in together. After a while,
Honey, if we move in with them, we'll be free to spend the money for rent.
We'll be lucky to have extra money on top of not having to pay rent and utilities. I'm sure we'll have more money to spend when they pay off the debts.
He said he's going to get more work. Maybe he wants us to take care of Emily.
Then maybe they can give us extra money for that. I don't see any reason to refuse.
is something wrong?
No, nothing is wrong.
Well, we can live here if you ask me so much.
Really?
It would be much more convenient for you if we were here and you didn't have to worry about Emily, wouldn't it?
This is my mother-in-law. I'm so impressed for guessing what I was going to say before I said it.
Of course, that is because I'm a smart and kind mother-in-law.
Let me tell you something. You asked us to live with you, so you have to pay for our living expenses, right?
For sure.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, then let's go home and get ready to move.
Yes, let's do that.
Saying this, my in-laws left a little excited. A month later.
I can't believe you're getting rid of all your stuff.
It's all old stuff, so I just kept what we needed.
I figured if we needed anything, I could just get you to buy it for us later.
Grandma and Grandpa, we have very expensive sushi today.
I ordered Ichiban sushi to celebrate.
Oh wow! I'm so happy to be able to eat sushi from such an expensive sushi restaurant.
I also prepared Dad's favorite sake.
Oh wow, that's very thoughtful.
Because we're celebrating.
Well, it's worth moving here to be so welcomed.
Yes, it is!
My in-laws moved out of the apartment they had been living in and moved in with just one bag. And when they saw the feast on the table, they smiled very happily. When Liam and I saw this, we also spent the day with the same big smile on our faces as my in-laws. The next day.
Good morning. I slept too much because I was too excited last night.
I drank a bit too much.
Shush.
What?
Quiet, please. If we stay out of sight, they'll leave.
Leave what?
Hey, don't make me keep waiting.
Come out, ha ha ha.
What is this? There's a very scary looking woman and a very big guy.
Hey, they're not collecting, are they?
They are. I've looked everywhere and I can't find anything. And so I ended up in a place where I thought more would be a good idea.
Hey, more is 50% interest in 10 days.
I told you to open it. You think you can get away with it. Today is the day, so I'm not leaving here.
If we keep banging on the door like that, it might get a hole in it, ha ha ha.
That's not good.
Hey, Mom.
There you go. I knew you were in there. Open the door.
I don't know what we should do, Liam.
We have no choice but to open this door. Mom just made a noise.
Stop whispering in there and open the door.
Seeing the man and woman on the intercom screen, my in-laws were completely freaked out. We couldn't pretend no one was here anymore because my mother-in-law was shouting by accident. We had no choice but to open the front door.
You finally came out. How dare you live your lazy life until now?
Oh, who are these people?
They're my parents.
What?
Oh, hey.
Wow, if you're parents, you should at least supervise your kids well.
We are not a charity, so this is not good for us.
We are having a hard time making ends meet, so my in-laws are here to pay the arrears.
What? What are you talking about?
Because we've been sending you money every month, you must have some savings, right?
Please. We don't have any more money.
I've been waiting for you for days. I'm not leaving until you pay me today, okay?
You have no idea how long we have been waiting for this day.
Wait a minute. Anyway, our son and his wife are already grown up, so it's none of our business.
Really? Hasn't your son and his wife taken care of you for a long time? I heard that you were selfish and spent a lot of money.
That's not true. We're not like that.
Don't try to run away by yourself at this time.
We won't let you go that easily.
Hey, Olivia, Liam, say something.
No, we can't pay anymore.
We've done so much for you, why can't you at least help us at a time like this?
We're in a lot of trouble, please.
My in-laws heard what Liam and I were saying.
You invited us to live together for this on purpose.
How dare you?
If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have brought up the idea of moving in together.
What?
Of course, both of us were going to dependent on you from the beginning.
What the hell? Disrespect parents' kindness.
What kindness are you talking about? You've been relying on our income all this time. You giggled and said that from now on all the money we send will be your allowance.
So you decided to move in together just for the money?
Then, even more, I'll let you pay for me.
Wait a minute. If you think about it, the debt is nothing to do with that.
Yes, that's right. I admit I'm his parent, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Shut up and be quiet. We have nothing to do with your comfort.
That's why I told you to be quiet.
But we can't run away anymore, so please do something about it.
Liam, I don't remember raising you to be this kind of person.
That's the kind of person I am.
Oh, that's enough. I don't consider people like you to be my son or daughter-in-law anymore. I'll cut you off.
Even though you cut them off, you are still living here together, right?
I'm leaving now. Now we're strangers, and we don't have to pay for it.
We should never have come here.
That was your decision, wasn't it? And now you're running away.
I'm not running away. I'm just cutting them off.
Yes. I don't want to be involved in such things.
With that, the in-laws began to pack their things. And then,
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Shut up. It's none of your business.
Are you sure you want to cut them off?
We just got here yesterday, so we don't live together anyway. Let's go, dear. I'm never coming back here again.
are you really leaving?
You moved out of the flat. Where are you going?
We just moved out yesterday. Just go back to the flat.
Don't give our address to these people.
We don't know the exact address, so we can't tell them.
How can you be sure you won't regret cutting them off?
Of course we won't. I'll never see them again.
You will never come to our house even if you are in trouble, will you?
Of course. I don't care if you come crying to me from there.
I never thought you'd be such a stupid couple.
But in the long run, I think you should stay with us.
Shut up! I can't live with these people who tried to take advantage of us.
Are you sure?
Don't talk to me like that.
We're really cut off, aren't we?
It's too late to regret it now. You childish couple.
Then you will have nothing to do with them from now on, is that right?
That's right. I won't come back even if you ask me to.
Then, if I see you even for a moment, I won't be nice.
I'll never see you again. Goodbye.
With that, they left the house. Actually, that scary-looking person was my best friend Amelia and her husband Lucas. We were planning to do something that my in-laws wanted to cut us off. Amelia and her husband were happy to help us because they thought it would be fun, and thanks to them, it was a great success. Meanwhile, my in-laws returned to the apartment, but when they moved out, they returned the key to the management company. Of course, they could not enter the apartment because the eviction process had already been completed. Since they had cut us off, their pride would not allow them to come back to our house so soon. So, they lived in a cheap hotel for a while, but when you spend money, it goes away. My in-laws, who could no longer live in a hotel, had no choice but to come to the house where we lived.
Hey, what do you mean house for sale?
Let's give them a call.
This number is not in service.
Looks like they changed the number.
What? We don't know where they are then.
We don't know what to do.
We moved to a new house that is far away from where we lived soon after they left. We changed our phone number so they cannot contact us. We don't send them money, and even if they wanted us to live with them, we are no longer in that house and don't know where we are. So, my in-laws lost their money and their house, and they had to live in the streets together where the wind is so strong. From then on, we were.
Emily, have you gotten used to your new kindergarten?
Yes. And I have made many friends.
Children's ability to communicate is amazing, isn't it? Ha ha ha.
By the way, this house is so convenient, even though it's located in a peaceful place.
Yes, it is. There's nothing around the house, but a short drive away you can find everything you need.
And the train leaves from the station, get to the nearest station to work directly.
Now Amelia and Uncle Lucas' house is closer. Let's play a lot.
The new house was a very quiet and comfortable place to live. Emily has moved to a different kindergarten, but she has made new friends and seems to be having a lot of fun. Liam and I have an easier commute to work, and Amelia and her husband's house is closer. And Emily is laughing more than ever, probably because she knows her grandparents are never coming back. We were excited about our new life together and enjoyed our first good time together since we got married.